Welcome to... Say it, cleric.
Welcome to Dungeon Master. It sounds better when you say it, man.
Welcome to Dungeon Master, where we go on a very special adventure today. And no, it may have been upon your conscience that the Wheel of Morality was built by someone that I knew, or myself, and it was not. It was the crazy idea of Hector Elizondo, not to be confused with Elizondo Hector, backwards. But this is Animaniacs, and just see here, the ruination becomes the decadence that we all love. And we don't mean the ruination in a bad way, we just mean age to perfection. Look at that. It's those characters. Where are we?
Oh, we're not going to the show. Yeah, they have some kind of a talk show they do. Hang on. Well, as the cleric, I'd just like to admit that this dungeon isn't very scary. It kind of seems like it's for kids, but now it's kind of getting video gamey, so I'm kind of starting to like it. Hang on. That movie version of Animaniacs we were watching, hang on. Oh, look at that. He's moving just fine. I thought he was going to be stuck there.
Alright, that's enough for you guys. Well, here we go. We're going into the dungeon any second now. This is the loading screen. Yes, we're loading. Load. Oh, it's great when it loads. Alright, now we're talking. Let's see.
Guys, I got something. What is it? Do you think we can eat it? It's a message from the CEO.
Now I'm pissed. You guys told me you'd have this shit cleaned up before you were done next week. Now what's taking so fucking long? Come on now. You guys are killing me.
Well, we tried to get it done in time, but we didn't turn it in quite yet, so let's just say we've got a number of sources we turned it into, and hopefully someone found it. Because I didn't really know we were supposed to turn it into.
Alright, enough.
No, don't lecture us again.
Now, you guys, you really pissed me off for the last time. It's going to take weeks to recover from how sore I am from how much...
Well, I think he's pissed, but I can't read this paper. Are we ever, in a game here? Is there a game? Oh, we're in the game right when we complained. I'm sorry I complained, Animaniacs. You guys are still the hero. See, we had to get into the game. I mean, it wasn't going. It was just like these pictures of video, and it was cool because I wanted to know the story too. But I couldn't press start to pass the story if I'd already seen it, because I've already seen it. Have you? You haven't. You haven't seen that? Well, I'm glad we watched it then.
I will go through the laser beam, and somehow I will get past the fire hose. It's not a laser beam, it's a fire hose.
Oh. If we go over here, we can make it past the level.
So what I was going to lament about was the struggle it is to keep on my task. It's so hip-roaring galoring that I get stuck in the middle of a traffic jam and I have to do things that I don't want to do and find ways to do them, and there's just so much I'd like to explain and things I'd like to think about and things I'd like that inspire me, but instead I'm stuck swilling Dungeon Master down the throats of all the empty-handed ones like me, that we're all going peasantry to the mire of eternity down into some deep pit is so disturbing and disgusting that you just want to flop out the show and send it up crazy. But here we are for Dungeon Master 90, and we're keeping our composure as long as Dungeon Master 90 will have us. And now we have a commercial for stuff to buy right away. Thank you. That was really heartfelt of you, Dungeon Master. Oh, that was me. All right. My voice just wasn't clear. My voice normally is way clear, but right now it's not clear, Now they're on broomsticks and they're going, okay, we can see them. Why are you giving us a blow-by-blow account if we can see these? I can't really tell how that's even helping because technically it's Dungeon Master. Well, I'm guiding you through the dungeon. What do you think? I'm talking to myself, by the way. What do you mean you're guiding me through the dungeon? The dungeon guides through itself. I mean, who needs a dungeon guide for a dungeon?
I don't know. This is the cleric. I don't know. There was one time I got stuck in a level, and without Dungeon Master, I wouldn't have completed the level. No takers? Alright. Well, one time Dungeon Master helped me get some weed. Instant forgiveness. Instant forgiveness. Dungeon Master smokes weed. We'll be alright. He can pretend like he's running the game. Or like describing the game somehow differently than we see it.
Hey, we all see relatively through our perspective. I mean, everyone sees something different, so I'm only describing what I see, and I see a Hootville Hodderty and Mr. Potter's turn. Overdrive. Boston Turner Overdrive. There you go. You've heard my whole suggestion towards the thing. You should ride this out. Ride it out, Animaniacs. Please don't fail me. Please see, I'm groveling with the game. Telling it not to die. Don't die, game. Don't die. Stay alive, game. Stay alive forever. I don't want you to ever go. Do I have to go to the end of this? Because then it's not on anymore. And I want it to stay. I want it to stay on. For as long as it can. I want it to stay on and be the only show on. Because it describes me playing video games, which is what I do best. Oh, anyway. Alright. That was a little egocentric of you, Dungeon Master, just because the show's named after you. You don't have to take the whole... There's 3 Animaniacs. And anyway, they're on a mission, and I didn't really see what just happened, but okay. You know, how am I supposed to describe what's happening if they're going so fast, you know? Maybe this is a good place to slow down. No, maybe not. You have to go faster there. What a bad advice. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go check something. Hang on. We're putting this up here just for a second. I'm seeing what it looks like. Wow. It's really an experience to see Dungeon Master close up. So close up it cannot see, and still try and follow the characters. Is that a cop? Wake me up if there's another cop. I don't want to run into that guy. But you can do what you want. I mean, I'm not going to talk to him. Alright, I'll see you later. Dungeon Master has left the party for 10 minutes. Keep track of Dungeon Master's return. Alright, so he told me in his leave I could talk. I'm the bishop, I'm the cleric, I'm the jerk that had to take these jobs, but don't worry, I'm becoming very evil lately. Yeah, I've been getting my evil license. Not that Animaniacs is totally evil, although they are based on the Registrar Demons from Another Day. Originally what Animaniacs stood for, Demons for Another Day, and that was just their rap group that they had together. And yeah, I hope you like the Demons for Another Day Symphony, which is on right now, and that's what the Magic Flute used to be called before it was changed into the Animaniacs Symphony by me, who's changing the title to the Animaniacs Symphony. Can you really find it all down here? In the dungeon of the Animaniacs, and I wonder what those flags are for. They look similar to something I've seen. Something about raise the red flag? No, it wasn't that one. It was the flag of my destiny. No, it was funeral parade of flags. No? Could it have been the Flagman? Flagman.
No, that was never made into a movie. Okay, we're out of flag movies then. There's got to be a flag movie. Gone with the Wind has a flag in it. I'm not saying anything bad about the flag, okay? I got lots of flags. They're all cool. I was just noticing that this one reminded me of one. Get off my back, man. Don't tread on me.
Well, Animaniacs, well done. You make this look easy. I can't believe you haven't died yet. But you're mortal cartoons. I thought you were immortal. But you can only come back to life so many times, which is a total rule among video games, that you can only come back to life as many lives as you have. Dungeon Master rule game, you can only come back to life as many lives as you have. Or take a Mega Elixir and come back everybody to life with full strength and full magic. Mega Elixirs cost $10 trillion to buy, and you can't find them anywhere. But if you do use one, it'll bankrupt society as we know it. And so everybody will be pissed off at you for a while for accidentally putting his ATM card in the video game slot. Well, this game's making me really woozy all of a sudden. Hang on. Oh, Dungeon Master, can you come here, man? I'm shaking, dude. You're always shaking. Give me a... Oh, commercial. We must be high and mighty for this one. I mean, high and tight for this one. Oh, I'm high and I'm tight, but high and tight I didn't know. That guy was handsome, wasn't he? Alright, well, he must be a doctor of some kind. Let's see. Many conclusions have come. What was that supposed? Oh, the Demons Beyond Reality Club? Yeah, they also used to be them. They also used to be the demons for the Dynasty of Demons. Dodd, Dynasty of Demons. It was really strange.
Oh, Dungeon Master, if I could only tell you, express to you what this is like to be chased by a gorilla. I mean, it's been such a long time since I've been chased by a gorilla that I figured, chase me by a gorilla, whatever you want. And so it was. That when I was running around the field, Animaniacs, if you could believe it, dude. That's great, dude. I can't believe this is the video game. Hell yeah. I love video games. And I love Animaniacs, even though I've only seen it once. But the same episode 122 times. Because it was syndicated, but only for one episode. No, I'm kidding. Never joke around about Animaniacs.
Is that Brain up there in the puncher? Is Brain up there in the puncher? Hang on. No, that can't be Brain. If it is, I'm reverting to Animaniacs need to pick their friends better. If they're getting pounded out by the fists of fury. By the fists of everlasting. And it was said so. Among aged scrolls that were then thrown from the thrusters of magic residue in our midst, there is no further action but to take recourse and go to the next level.
Jump, 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 jump. Alright, you're cool. Wait, jump. You're going to want to get up there and get that book. I just love calling play-by-play for Dungeon Master. Look, he's going now. Oh, he stopped. How can you predict that until you see it? You can't predict that he's going to keep going to the rat, for instance, just because he is, so far. You can't really predict that, but yeah, I guess you could describe that and then be like, well, it's obvious. He's going the way the video game is going. Geez, Dungeon Master, what makes you so smart? What are you, some internet expert?
I beg to differ. I've got a different thing to say. Do you want to go up this ladder? Yes? What is up the ladder? Oh. All right, we will go on to the next level. But I cannot guarantee we can stay here forever.
Knowing what the past has held, us two all.
The silence waits for another beckoning, and romance gives us the stall in case we had recognized what had happened to us last fall
we're going to be okay if we take it to the... I blew my poem! Oh, fricadiddle. I can't believe I just robbed myself of total coolness. I could have said anything there that would have rhymed, and I forgot what rhymed with rhyme. With the rhyme I was using, which wasn't rhyme. And now, Animaniacs do something they've never done since the 90s, and they play an old video game. That they're trapped in, no doubt. That they're slaves to, only questionable. That they like living in the Warner Brothers Tower, don't we all? It's time spent there in the tower that will really give you the whole scent and security of your most fascinating dreams. If you go in there once, you'll have 100 movies in your mind later. It's like no one ever makes a trip there because it's guarded by robots, though. How the Animaniacs got past the robots is in the opening, and I still don't remember. Magic coins. Yes, collect the magic coins. But I must do one thing. We must break concentration. For it would seem a loop we could complete, but now we've got the course of the whole internet being messed with, and it's a smaller picture. What just happened? And did we go ahead to the Doom Room, which is the room of Doom, right ahead? See, they ran into two cops at the same time and went to a commercial. That was really distracting. And what's all these numbers and printing? And who's writing another book? And, oh, gosh, do you take a picture of that? Oh, bear it out, Caribbean. Wild script. I'm getting nervous about this dungeon master. You can tell. Full speed ahead, Captain. Just kidding. All right, here we go. We're about to kick the shit out of this cop. And we just kicked the shit out of the cop. We're Animaniacs and we do that sometimes, so we had to, dude. It was like our chosen game passage, and now an alien's picking us up because it's our spaceship. We kicked the crap out of that dude. Sorry for my language, but dude, you were going down because the Animaniacs are gangsta. All right, thank you, Animaniacs, for kicking the crap out of that cop at that scene. I was looking for what scene to go to. We're in the elevator scene. Oh, this was making me nervous. Can we fly this ship through this thing? I don't know. My hands are getting tired. I'm carrying too much. You cannot do that here. It's all right. You can carry that later. Put that item down. Okay. Those were all the choices you can use in Dungeon Master that we're trying to work on for the final game. When the final game comes, you'll be able to interact completely with all of these different games by buying them and their machine equivalents. Most of them are Nintendo, and this one's like Super Nintendo. I don't even know. I used to play it all the time and get stuck on this level, and this level was really, really hard to play. And the playing difficulty was so difficult that I almost tried. Every time I lost. What do you say, Dungeon Master? Not me. I've never cried at a video game. I've never cried at a video game, even when it was over, like Skyrim. The ending of Skyrim. Did I ever tell you the story of the guy that beat Skyrim? Oh, I can't tell you right now. It's choking me up. I'm crying about Skyrim. It's so sad how it ends, but it's just sad that it ends because you think it's never going to end. Oh, I'm okay. We're watching Animaniacs, not Skyrim. We're all right. Skyrim was 2 episodes ago, and it's still going, so we're all right. I remember turning it on after the level 99 guy beat it just to see the ending, and my karma grew so harrowing that the moon went out and left no stars, and a bloody horizon of dragons were chasing me. And I forgot to read the expiration date on my note, but I was definitely seeing things that were caused by food ingestion that went sour and turned my visions into abnormal images of symbolism and Mary Virgins and everything that I was supposed to see. But when I saw the Mary Virgin come out of the sky, I was like, that was a little much, so I told it to hide behind a Mary statue, and that's when they thought a Mary statue was blinking. It's really weird. problem. I keep hiding Marys. And so I was hiding my Mary Jane, too. That didn't help, so... It did help for a while, but then we felt like Animaniacs was really getting nowhere for a minute fast. We were stuck in this hallway with these crazy Beaka dudes, and there was this jam-packed smasher that kept smashing the engine on these rhododendron forests. And we're really lost in Animaniacs now. I don't know where we went to. Outer space. Outer space? I like outer space. Yeah, okay, here we go. Did it today. Alright. We're over it. Oh, he's going in the door. Just called it. He's going in the door, up the ladder. Yeah. Oh, balloon popping. Call it out if you see it. Pop balloon. Yeah. Alright. I feel much better about this now that I made it across that not even daunting pit. But it was like worth it because I got to bounce on the trampolines. Okay. Next level. Let's see if we can handle it. I'm starting to get really warm. Did somebody turn the heat up in this spaceship? Is everybody else doing gargantuanly warm right now? And everyone's saying exaggerating words about how hot it is outside, like lava-induced? Like Major Fry-induced, like Tuttle Chippewa? Where you have a peace pipe and it catches the teepee on fire and everybody has a roasto with their togos? In my pogos? No, you can't have an envision quest that way. One must first surrender to the earth and all of its surrender to the earth in all of its ways, and you will be at one with nature in your days. There it is. Surrender nature all your ways, to be at one with nature in all your days. And I said it wrong both times, and I'm just saying that it's something to talk about while we're being chased by this giant clock. And if this clock ends up smacking that dude and sending us back to start, well, then I'm going to be upset if we have to go back to start. Did I come too far to go backwards? But I did want to see a scene we're missing. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone's like, no scenes missing. Except that would be interesting to see what they were without going to them, right? Might frame it up a little bit. Just see, we go back here, and it looks like, well, it's that same place where they kicking the crap out of the dude. Like, check this out. This looks cool. Here is a flashback to earlier that we didn't see, and I'm starting to like that we went back to it. Look at that. It's like we're back in the game, but we're further out from the ending. I don't know. It could have worked in some, like, parallel universe, but right now I'm just feeling like we went backwards. Well, no problem. We'll just sneak it out to the end. Oh, commercial! Oh, that was cool. See that? I like buying things that the internet tells me to. And I like you too, YouTube. You're so cool. The music is the Animaniac special by Dr. Demento, and he left it on his shelf of recording for beginners. That I've never gotten past that one. That's where I'm at. Recording for beginners. That's what I do. Is I'm a recordingist. A recordingist, yeah. More like a dingist, but a recordingist. Yeah, I do it all the time because what else am I going to do with my time? Not recordingist? Well, I don't do not recordingist, so at least I got one thing. I did get recordingist. So it got done, you know. I'm not saying that nobody else did better recordings, but mine were finished anyway. At least for now. It's never done, though, as true satyr of the music shop will tell you. I'm done, but the music's never done. Music should never be done in your life, and here's an octopus to tell you why. Oh, it's been a long time before I could confess how very old I feel in terms of the grave coming closer to me
and bringing me to Octopus. Did he jump onto the octopus? Is he gonna be okay? Where'd he go? You're tripping me out, man. By whispering, you're tripping me out. You're messing with me. I can tell. I can tell you're messing with me. Damn, dude. If he would just be simpler and guide us through the storm of our career, then we could really find what we were looking for on the other side of it all. And that's why the stage is clear. And it's time to keep going. Dungeon Master, come in. Come in, Dungeon Master. How much farther will thy trek in thy forebodance of thine password that was given unto us on this creation of our morals and our dignitarians and our absolute BS that I'm talking about? Oh, there's that cop again. I thought we were kicking his ass. Why'd he come back after us? Can't get enough, I guess. Well, this is gonna be another rally of sorts. Oh, it's a cinema one. This is beautiful. It's cinema. What's gonna happen next? What do we see in this? Okay, it was just a stage down. We're fine. Oh, what are those? Are we stuck in the hall again? Are we stuck in the hall again when it comes to this crucial moment? This very elastic, this very moment in time that we have that perishes before us every second it goes on. The previous second perishes and you have to rewind it to get back to it. It's crazy that it still exists. The past still exists. I want to show you, but you'd be pissed again. Now, if they could kick this guy down and knock those spikes out of the way, they'd probably be better off, but they had to smash him with that, with the smasher. That's what those are called. Let's see, they're going to Rocky Horror Picture Show. No, I don't know what they're watching. The conversation, I can't tell. They're watching Mickey and Mallory. No. Sputnik? The movie? Does this have anything to do with that one author reviving E.T. as a crazy hero with a flare gun? No, he has a rocket launcher. No, he has a flamethrower. That seems to be all the craze. Why don't the Animaniacs get a flamethrower and throw it right at me because I'm barely holding on for the victory cometh, but cometh indeed unto the rise of the motion picture and its elements and its forms and its being unto guidance even when video gaming. And there's another one of that same monster. I don't think we went far enough. And now, drat, we've come to no other decision than to say our heartache goodbye to Dungeon Master 90. I'm sad that Dungeon Master 90's almost over. I wish we could go on for an hour and have another feature done for our portfolio. I'm really sad. I don't want Dungeon Master to end. Oh, wait. Football's on? Hey, will somebody grab me a beer and we can watch Dungeon Master later? We're going to watch some football. Alright, see you guys later.